Hello everybody and welcome back once again to Let's Play Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2. So, well, last time we left off, what the hell was going on? Quite a few twists, I think. We had a bit of a confrontation with the final Jedi Master who was on Dantooine. We sliced him down pretty quickly, pretty swiftly, fairly easily. Then Kreia showed up, gave us a whole long preamble before stabbing herself with her lightsaber, thus crippling us, and swanning off, calling us a failure. And she came here, spoke with Atris, bit more preamble, bit more rambling, and then here we are. So quite a lot was said. So before the start of this session, I've just looked back over the end of the last session, all of Kreia's speech, to see if I could ascertain what the hell she was going on about, and to try and make sense of it all before I press on with today's session. So now here's what I've gleaned from snippets of information that I can remember from previous conversations with Kreia on the Ebon Hawk, combined with conversation that we had with the on the last session, and the stuff that she said to Atris. Now, first of all, I think she's referred to herself as Darth Treya at one point. Sith Lord, former Sith Lord, which isn't actually a massive surprise to us because remember the cutscene where she was overthrown by that walking jigsaw, I think, who's called Darth Sion, who I think, from what he was saying, was one of her apprentices, which means that other guy, that guy with the strange voice and who is sundering planets in his wake, Darth Nihilus, is it? I think he might have been a student of hers too, at the same time, possibly, and they both overthrew her. We saw that in a cutscene. So she was the former Darth, they overthrew her and became Darths of their own, or whatever, and she was sort of cast aside, exiled, if you will, from the Sith. But we also know from previous conversations that she was also possibly a Jedi teacher. At one point she talked about the fact that the Jedi weren't sort of happy with her teachings, so I think she may have been even a Jedi at one point. So possibly cast out of both orders, and therefore that's why she, when we asked her whether she was Sith, Jedi, whatever, she sort of said neither. Technically she's been cast out from both sides. So that's Kreia, which begs the question, what the hell is her motive then? Is she wanting revenge on those who have betrayed her? She mentioned something about betrayal to Atris. So I don't quite know, but that's what's sort of coming back. That's what sort of I'm trying to piece together. Also, we've tried to talk about Revan, and at one point she's talking about her students. So I'm beginning to think Revan was possibly a student of hers also. She was very, very sort of tight-lipped whenever it came to talking about Revan, and we never got enough influence to ask her how exactly she knew her. But there's been some intimations that perhaps he was a student of hers at some point. Perhaps one of the students that turned to the dark side that may have got her exiled in the first place from the Jedi Order. Again, that's just a surmise on my part, sort of trying to piece together some of the past conversations. So that is about Kreia. Now she came here, then she talked to Atris, and it seemed to be the fact that when I sort of made reference to Atris and that I wasn't completely satisfied because she was still alive, that's when she flipped out and went about, oh, I'm a failure, and went off on a bloody tangent. But she came here instead talking to Atris and talking about how she has got Sith holocrons and how she's maybe being tainted by the dark side herself. It's a bit of a strange one. So I don't know what part Atris plays in all this, but I'm sure it's about to become apparent when we get over there and talk to her. So I'm still trying to make sense of it all. It's a lot to take in. It's quite an in-depth story, and it's really getting to an exciting point. No doubt there are a few more twists and turns in the mix. So let's press on and see exactly what we're going to be faced with next. No doubt a big showdown of some sort. Oh, lab station. May prove to be useful or not, as the case may be. A workbench also. It's a bit late for that sort of stuff now. I just want to get to the answers. get to the crux of the matter. Find out what exactly is going on. So I think we're going to the here. I think we're going to the sort of meditation chamber. That's where I'm assuming they both are. Right, here we go. The doors are open. I see her stood there atop the steps. The final Jedi of the Jedi Council, the one who seems so quick to want to cast me out. Yes, another thing that Kreia said in the conversation that I picked up on. She asked for me to be exiled. She stated she came to the Jedi Council with me. So I'm sure Kreia is using me as a tool or a pawn to achieve her own end. And I imagine we're still going to find out what that end is.
She said you would come here to this place. If you think you can defeat me here, you are wrong. All this collected knowledge, all these teachings of combat and the Force, they're mine to command. And if I must use it to end you, I will. Surrender. You need not die.
Surrender? Surrender? I haven't come all this way to surrender. Yeah. You must fear for your life. You must fear death to beg for your life so.
I fear nothing, least of all you. Let us end this.
Indeed, let us end this. Should I want to take her down like I have taken down some of the others with sword play, lightsaber abilities? Go! Right. Yes, I think I do. Ah! Oh! Dodged! Ah! Ah! Boosh!
Kill me. End this.
End this? End this? I'm not letting you off that easy, dear.
If you will not kill me, then what will you do?
I will question you first, then I shall kill you. Tell me where Kreia is.
Where she walks is hidden from my eyes, but not from those of her kind. It is possible I may draw one last piece of knowledge from these holocrons. You always knew where they were striking from. You always knew. These Sith are spawned of you. Spawned by the Mandalorian Wars. All those deaths. All those Jedi. Their power is to feed on life. Until nothing is left except a hollow galaxy, echoing with the screams of the Jedi lost to us.
Is that where Kreia has gone?
Yes. I had thought she was awaiting me at that place, but I see now that she lied. It was not meant for me, but for you. She has gone there. She is waiting for you to travel to Malachor 5, to finish what you started.
What I started?
Yes. You are an echo in the Force. A hollow space where it has been wounded. It takes a great act of destruction to create such emptiness. But it can be done. It creates places where the Force is difficult to hear, and difficult to find one's way. And you carry it with you, always.
But what does this have to do with Kreia?
Now she seeks to create another echo, a wound in the Force. Greater than the one before, greater than the one you caused. It will deafen all touched by the Force until no life is left. You were strong enough to withstand it once, but few have your strength in such matters, especially if they are unprepared.
But why? Why would you want to do that?
I do not know, but she needs you there. If you choose not to follow, she will murder herself at the heart of Malachor, and you will die along with her.
Why? I don't understand. Why would she do such a thing?
She seeks the death of all Jedi, all Sith, and the death of the Force. It is madness. It is impossible. But she believes you are the key.
Death of the Force?
There are places in the galaxy dead to the Force where nothing lives, where the echoes travel forever and do not reach their destination. And these places may be created, even from the simplest of events, the slightest of motions. One person, at the right place, at the right time, can change the face of the galaxy, or end it.
But why would I matter? Why does she need me?
You're important to her somehow, but I... But I do not know for certain.
Look, tell me what you do know.
She is willing to sacrifice herself at the heart of that graveyard world for you. A choice others have made in the past. A choice I wish to make. It is because I care for you, and I suspect that you alone hold that place in her heart, where nothing else lives. And that is why you are the only one who can stop the destruction to come.
Right. Well, I think I've asked enough questions. This matter is finished.
And what will you do with me now? Abandon me here on this dead world, or end my life as I wish to end yours?
Put it on my toes, eh? I'm not going to apologise for anything I've done. Answer for your crimes before the council? Pfft, forget that. Return to prison? Pfft, no. No, I haven't traipsed across the galaxy, looked into your eyes and fought you in one-on-one combat to let you go. No. As the other Jedi Masters, you shall follow, and you shall end up at my feet, dead.
You have done well. All is as I have foreseen. There must always be a Darth Treya, and if it will not be her, then I must assume that role, and as always bring about the betrayal of the Jedi and the Sith.
So is she trying to basically wipe out all Sith, all Jedi, all use of all Force, because she has been betrayed by both sides and therefore wants ultimate revenge? Yeah, asking her to elaborate on what she's saying.
Save your questions. I am not here, not in the flesh, not in your mind. These holocrons hold much of the Sith, and they hold much of my teachings from long ago. But you have much yet to learn, and great tests await you. The death of the past, the death of this false Jedi was only part of it. One of the Sith Lords has come to Telos. You know why he has come here, and if he is not stopped here now, then he shall lay waste to this planet. You must confront him. He is part of the past, and like this false Jedi, must be laid to rest. Only then shall you be ready for your final test. If not, then you shall die.
Final test? Fine. Then I shall meet him in battle, and then I shall confront you next.
Such arrogance. You know where the final test lies. It is not here, not in the battle that will wage across the surface and skies of this dead planet. And know that if you do not come to me, if you run from this, then I shall sacrifice myself and end both our lives through the bond we share. You know where you must travel, and there I shall be waiting for you.
Well, well, well. Telos underground base. Ah, there was a door that we couldn't open when we explored this area. I have a feeling that this is a door to the droid factory, perhaps, that we have unlocked by using the restored content mod. Maybe. Maybe, just maybe. Right, well, we're going to soon find out. Really know the feats I want to sort of use for HK, so I suppose we'll start on rapid shot. Military base sub-level. Okay.
Statement. The turbolift has been accessed, but no organics or hostiles have been detected entering the complex. Query. Is there a sensor malfunction? Irritated statement. The probability of such a malfunction is extremely low. Order. Run a scan of all units within the complex. Processing. Scan commencing. Result. Only HK units detected. Premonition. Something is wrong. Very wrong.
Very wrong indeed. Okay, shutting down the HK factory. So as HK-47, we've infiltrated the hidden HK factory on Telos. We need to find a way to get to the manufacturing facility so we can destroy the HK-50s at their source. Well, let's just take a look-see around this initial area and see what we can find. A couple of security well, there's at least one security terminal, a turret. See if we can hack in here. Access security cameras, munitions center, control center, reactor core, system commands. Open all security doors. Override activated. Security doors that lead to the lower levels have been sealed off. It looks as if only when the base itself is threatened or if there is an emergency loss of power can the security locks be opened. Emergency loss of power.